Well, I'm sure you guys remember the BLM movement. Yes, the BLM movement are desperate to stay relevant. And since this Ukrainian issue has been escalating, especially the last few days, these guys have come out to make it about themselves. Surprise, surprise, the BLM movement are making things about themselves. Why not? Absolutely normal behavior from normal human beings. Tweeting about, well, don't let this Ukraine crisis and Putin distract us from the issues that really matter. Nothing to do with people losing their lives, and let's just be objective. Anyone who's a collateral damage on the ground. It's not really about politicians or governments or NATO or Putin. It's not that. Those crises that actually involves people losing their lives, that's not a real problem. The real issue is the BLM movement in the free West. So they say, Ukrainians, their lives don't matter until the BLM movement matters. Just read it. It's there. I don't know how to react to this anymore because it is not surprising. This is exactly the sort of behavior we've been dealing with for the past few years. And the level of self-censored arrogance that these guys are creating, again, just like what I said a couple of uploads ago that I talked about, the Hollywood types, Harrys and Megans and all those guys. To be fair, I want them to talk more. I want them to be seen more publicly with their nonsensical arguments. Because the more they open their mouths, the more they undermine their own weird causes. Next is John Kerry. Whew. Right, I thought Al Gore was bad. No. Al Gore is so 1999. John Kerry, from the Democrat side, comes out and says, well, I'm actually scared that this Ukrainian issue is going to distract us from climate. Okay, do you understand that there are times with humanity that there are short-term crises, there are problems, nothing is mutually exclusive in that sense. You can actually deal with two different problems at the same time. Let's just say your climate issue, the way you and your Greta and all the other friends who say we only have 7 months to live, right? Let's go with that line. The radical militants. Yes, you say 4 years, right? 4 years, 3 years. We can do both. Firstly, if that crisis right now is happening in Eastern Europe, is affecting it. So it's in your interest to focus on it, to stop it. It's in your interest to stop the conflict because the longer it goes, the worse it is for the environment. So that's just common sense. Secondly, why do you guys make everything about yourself? This is why the left continues to lose at the ballot box. And that's also the problem because, as I always said, the left no longer need to win at the ballot box because they don't need to win elections. They're already controlling society. They're infiltrated, as I always say, media, academia, the political system. So while we might have your soft conservative side or hardcore conservative side, center-right or really right-wing governments keep winning, doesn't really matter. Because look at Australia right now. The government is supposed to be obviously right-wing, but the whole of the narrative is controlled by left-wing authoritarianism. This is why just don't listen to BLM, don't listen to John Kerry or Al Gore, but the more they talk, the more they undermine their own cause.